everybody. You are on Code on Puffic channel. Today we are going to observe the collections Python library. Container data types. Before we start, please, give a like to this episode so more people can see it. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episodes. Let's go. Collections module implements specialized container data types providing alternatives to Python's general-purpose built-in containers, dict, list, set, and tuple. The library contains next objects. Namedtuple, factory function for creating tuple subclasses with named fields. Deque, list-like container with fast appends and pops on either end. ChainMap, dict-like class for creating a single view of multiple mappings. Counter, dict subclass for counting hashable objects. OrderedDict, dict subclass that remembers the order entries were added. DefaultDict, dict subclass that calls a factory function to supply missing values. UserDict, wrapper around dictionary objects for easier dict subclassing. UserList, wrapper around list objects for easier list subclassing. UserString, wrapper around string objects for easier string subclassing. ChainMap objects. A ChainMap class is provided for quickly linking a number of mappings so they can be treated as a single unit. It is often much faster than creating a new dictionary and running multiple update calls. The class can be used to simulate nested scopes and is useful in templating. A chain map groups multiple dicts or other mappings together to create a single, updatable view. If no maps are specified, a single empty dictionary is provided so that a new chain always has at least one mapping. Methods and attributes. Maps, a user-updatable list of mappings. New child method, returns a new chain map containing a new map followed by all of the maps in the current instance. If M is specified, it becomes the new map at the front of the list of mappings. If not specified, an empty dict is used. Parents, property returning a new chain map containing all of the maps in the current instance except the first one. Example patterns for using the ChainMap class to simulate nested contexts. And other examples. Counter objects. A counter tool is provided to support convenient and rapid tallies. A counter is a dict subclass for counting hashable objects. It is a collection where elements are stored as dictionary keys and their counts are stored as dictionary values. Methods and attributes. Elements, return an iterator over elements repeating each as many times as its count. Most common, return a list of the n most common elements and their counts from the most common to the least. Subtract, elements are subtracted from an iterable or from another mapping, or counter. Total, compute the sum of the counts. Common patterns for working with counter objects. And other examples. Deque objects. Returns a new deque object initialized left to right, using append, with data from iterable. If iterable is not specified, the new deque is empty. Deques are a generalization of stacks and queues. Deques support thread-safe, memory-efficient appends and pops from either side of the deque with approximately the same O1 performance in either direction. If maxlen is not specified or is none, deques may grow to an arbitrary length. Otherwise, the deque is bounded to the specified maximum length. Methods and attributes. Append, add element to the right side of the deque. Append left, add element to the left side of the deque. Clear, remove all elements from the deque leaving it with length 0. Copy, create a shallow copy of the deque. Count, count the number of deque elements equal to x. Extend, extend the right side of the deque by appending elements from the iterable argument. Extend left, extend the left side of the deque by appending elements from iterable. Index, return the position of element in the deque, at or after index start and before index stop. Insert, insert element into the deque at position I. Remove, remove the first occurrence of value. Pop, remove and return an element from the right side of the deque. Pop left, remove and return an element from the left side of the deque. Reverse, reverse the elements of the deque in place and then return none. Rotate, rotate the deque n steps to the right. If n is negative, rotate to the left. Maxlen, maximum size of a deque or none if unbounded. And deque objects examples. DefaultDict objects. Return a new dictionary-like object. DefaultDict is a subclass of the built-in dict class. It overrides one method and adds one writable instance variable. The remaining functionality is the same as for the dict class. Methods and attributes. Missing, if default factory is not none, it is called without arguments to provide a default value for the given key. This value is inserted in the dictionary for the key, and returned. Default factory, this attribute is used by the missing method. It is initialized from the first argument to the constructor, if present, or to none, if absent. And DefaultDict objects examples. Nametuple, factory function for tuples with named fields. Nametuples assign meaning to each position in a tuple and allow for more readable, soft-documenting code. They can be used wherever regular tuples are used, and they add the ability to access fields by name instead of position index. Returns a new tuple subclass named typename. The new subclass is used to create tuple-like objects that have fields accessible by attribute lookup as well as being indexable and iterable. The field names are a sequence of strings such as x, y. Alternatively, field names can be a single string with each field name separated by white space and/or commas. If rename is true, invalid field names are automatically replaced with positional names. Defaults can be none or an iterable of default values. Since fields with a default value must come after any fields without a default. Methods and attributes. _make, class method that makes a new instance from an existing sequence or iterable. _asDict, return a new dict which maps field names to their corresponding values. _replace, return a new instance of the name tuple replacing specified fields with new values. _fields, tuple of strings listing the field names. _field _defaults, dictionary mapping field names to default values. And name tuple examples. OrederedDict objects. Ordered dictionaries are just like regular dictionaries but have some extra capabilities relating to ordering operations. Look at some differences. Return an instance of a dict subclass that is methods specialized for rearranging dictionary order. Methods and attributes. The PopItem method for ordered dictionaries returns and removes a key-value pair. The pairs are returned in LIFO order if last is true or FIFO order if false. Move to end, move an existing key to either end of an ordered dictionary. The item is moved to the right end if last is true, the default, or to the beginning if last is false. And OrederedDict objects examples. UserDict objects. Class that simulates a dictionary. The instance's contents are kept in a regular dictionary, which is accessible via the data attribute of UserDict instances. Data attribute, a real dictionary used to store the contents of the UserDict class. UserList objects. Class that simulates a list. The instance's contents are kept in a regular list, which is accessible via the data attribute of UserList instances. Data attribute, a real list object used to store the contents of the UserList class. UserString objects. Class that simulates a string object. The instance's content is kept in a regular string object, which is accessible via the data attribute of UserString instances. Data attribute, a real str object used to store the contents of the UserString class. Thank you for watching. Please, give a like for support this channel. Write comments, share with friends, and subscribe to see new series. Be safe. Bye.